things like using applications on their phones, you know, playing games or checking sports scores or weather or news or things like that. You guys all have smartphones, so you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? The things that you are doing on those phones, right now even. And in Brazil, it's growing like crazy, okay? So I was talking about how, you know, there's some things happening like data plans getting cheaper and so on and so forth. This is, one of the ways that we pay attention to mobile internet growth is we look at when people are going to google.com on their phones to do a search. So this is searches on google.com on phones over the past year. It grew 1,000%. Okay?
In Brazil.
In Brazil. In Brazil. And you can see that there's actually very clear reasons why this is happening. This is in Q3 of last year, when one of the top 3 carriers reduced their data plan prices for the first time. They said, it was the first time ever, that one of them said, it's like 35 reais for a month for unlimited data. The first time they did that. Also, very importantly, they said 50 centavos per day, prepaid internet. So now all of a sudden, all the people, you know, everyone knows that a lot of people in Brazil prepay for their phones. Now those people, today's the day I really need to get on Facebook. Or today's the day I really want to be able to check the soccer game score on my phone. I'll pay for data just for today. And look what happened. Just skyrocketed. 2 weeks ago, another one of the 3 top carriers introduced the same thing. And I'm sure that in 2 months, when we look at this chart, it's just going to be, you know, through the roof. It's growing unbelievably quickly. So basically, you know, what we're going and we're telling all of our partners is your customers are already mobile. You know, you need to be, we're going out there to all of the biggest companies in Brazil and we're trying to explain to them, you have to be in mobile. Actually, if you look at the percentage of searches coming from mobile, it ranges from 5 to 10%. Okay, so it's a huge percentage of our searches. They're already coming from mobile. A huge amount of traffic is coming from mobile as well. And it's not just that people are consuming information. People are doing amazing things on mobile devices. So do you guys want to guess what these 4 things have in common?
Buy it from eBay.
How'd you know that?
Mobile, eBay.
How'd you know that?
It's a little guy.
Because it says at the bottom. You're the only person who's ever gotten that.
Yeah?
You're the only one. Yes. People bought this, bought all 4 of these things on their mobile phones through eBay, on either the mobile site or the mobile application. Okay, so literally, someone was like, "Oh yes, I want that plane," and they did that on their phone. Okay, so this is happening so unbelievably fast, and it's really, you know, it's happening faster than we can almost keep track of. So that's why my job exists. That's why I'm here, because I'm trying to explain to everybody, guys, this is happening really fast. Don't get left behind. I didn't make a presentation specifically for this, so I'm going to bounce around a little bit here. This is another example of the amazing growth in our network. Okay, so we have I showed you information from searches, right? People going to google.com on their phone. This is information from our display network called AdMob. So we have a network of 90,000 sites and applications. Okay. So one of them is Ant Smasher, which was developed by the person who I just spoke with, Guilherme Schwarzman. He's a Brazilian developer. He made a game called Ant Smasher. We work with him to help him make money off of his application. What he does is every time someone is inside of his app, he says, AdMob, we want an ad. We give an ad, and if the user clicks on that ad, Guy makes money. That's how that works. But it's not just Ant Smasher, it's 90,000 of these sites and applications. It's also Angry Birds, for example. It's Lance, for example. It's Último Segundo. There's all types of sites and applications in our network. And so we can see how much in Brazil are people using mobile sites and mobile applications like that. Everyone with me so far?
Yeah.
This is how much mobile sites and applications have grown in Brazil over the past year. In August 2010, people viewed 133 million page views. Okay, in Angry Birds and other sites and applications like that. In August 2011, 1.1 billion. It grew 727%. So people are using mobile sites and applications more and more and more and more in Brazil. And actually, we believe that Brazil is one of the top 5 mobile internet markets in the world. Okay? I actually have a slide showing why we believe that. I can show that to you in a second. Sorry to bounce around so much, guys. I wish I had the right presentation for you. Let me switch over here for a second, actually. This is from the presentation that I just showed. Basically, what this produces for the developers who are here today is an opportunity for them to make a lot of money. So, for example, this is the person I spoke with today. I spoke with Guilherme Schwartzman from Best Cool Fun Games. They made an application where you smash ants. It's like a fun game where you smash ants. They now have over 20 million users, okay? And they're making over $1 million a year in ad revenue, okay? This is a developer in São Paulo. He works in an office in Higienópolis with like 10 or I think now 17 people, okay? Very, very small little company. They're making over $1 million with games like this, okay?
Just ad?
Just with ads.
It's a free game?
It's a free game.
Free game.
And because usage is growing so much, people are playing this game for long amounts of time. He's getting many, many users because everyone in this room has a smartphone where they can download Ant Smasher. He's making over $1 million a year doing exactly this, serving ads inside of his application. And the reason that he's able to do that is because people are willing to pay a lot of money for those ads. So this is an example of Volvo paying money to have a Volvo advertisement inside of mobile sites and mobile applications. Because of that, the number of developers earning over $100,000 per year has quadrupled since 2009. So people are actually really beginning, they're making mobile sites and mobile applications, and then they're making a lot of money from those mobile applications. The number has quadrupled in the past year. To make it a little bit more clear, what I'm going to show you right now is a video of what a mobile advertisement looks like. Okay? This is what advertisers are paying for, and I think you'll see, because it's so cool, why it's so valuable. Actually, this is this launched just a few days ago, actually, with Samsung. Samsung is our launch partner in Brazil for mobile-rich media. So this is actually, what I'm going to show you right now is the first time, this is running right now. You might actually see it inside one of your apps or inside one of your sites. This is the first time that this has ever been done in Latin America, ever. And it just started a few days ago with Samsung.
Android não, hein?
So basically what that was showing was a user was playing Angry Birds, and then there was an ad for Samsung. When the user clicked on the ad, it started playing a video. Right? This is cool, right? Like it was like a commercial almost. So the user was watching the video. It's actually a really funny video where they're trying to show how sharp the screen is on their new phone. And so it has eggs on it. He puts a picture of eggs and then he shows it to a chicken, and the chicken believes that it's real eggs. So the chicken sits down on it. It's a funny concept. The ad unit allowed the user to choose while he was watching the video, to go to see Facebook, to go to a little mobile site by Samsung where the user could learn about the phone that Samsung is promoting there. Basically, it's an interactive unit, and it does things that normal advertisements can't do. Like when you're seeing an advertisement here, like your phone, you can turn it, right? And the video moves with you. It's cool. No one ever does this, right? Like this, you can't do that here. You can touch it, okay? You can't touch it. Like it's one of the key things about mobile advertisements. I'm actually gonna, oh, I don't have my bag here. I'm gonna go right after this, I'm gonna get my iPad so that I can show you a few live examples because they're really